Now, good morning, Northwest. The indictment of a former president, how Donald Trump is preparing for court and what he is saying about those charges.
Starting another week on a hot note, but we are going to see some big changes. What those changes will mean to you coming your way.
And a construction project starts this morning on Highway 2 north of Spokane. We'll show you the project and how it's supposed to make that area safer. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Monday, June 12th. Mark here with our first alert forecast. Let's get right to it.
Okay, we've got sun, few clouds out there. Things are looking pretty good, and we're going to see this condition throughout much of the day, and then this afternoon and into early evening, we're going to see some isolated and scattered showers. 64 right now as temperatures continue to warm. We look at the 4 things you need to know. More heat today and again tomorrow. Isolated evening showers or thunderstorm potential. It's going to be windy tomorrow evening as we have a cold front coming in, taking us back to the 70s. We'll talk about it. Temperatures right now 60 into 9 Mile. Fairchild, one of the cool spots, 59 and 54 into Cheney. This has just happened in the last hour. Low to mid 60s downtown. Here is that forecast radar we were talking about. This afternoon we're going to see some energy coming in. It's going to be all around us. The Palouse looking to pick up more than anybody else. Clearing overnight, and then tomorrow afternoon, another round of showers coming through the area, some heat as well. Then that cold front comes through, and tomorrow night we're going to have those winds, and that's going to come with that change as we have things cool down. Over the next 12 hours, it's going to be sun, a little bit of cloud cover. Look at the 2 o'clock temperature, 87, 88 our high today. We're going to stay in there most of the afternoon. By 6 o'clock, we're still at 87 degrees, but again, that high today of 88 expected.
Breaking news out of Grant County. A motorcycle rider died yesterday evening crashing into a truck on State Route 28, 5 miles west of Quincy. Washington State Patrol says 59-year-old Alvin Haug was driving east trying to pass a truck in the westbound lane, but drifted back into the eastbound lane too soon and hit that truck. Haug was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the truck was not hurt.
And new this morning from the Breaking Now desk, Donald Trump is expected to arrive in Florida today ahead of his first appearance in court tomorrow. The former president is preparing to face a federal judge and enter his plea in the Mar-a-Lago records investigation. This morning, security is ramping up in downtown Miami. The Secret Service already surveilling near the federal courthouse where Trump is set to formally face charges alleging he mishandled classified records and obstructed government efforts to get them back. Miami's mayor is expected to hold a press conference today regarding the city's preparation efforts.
You get indicted over nothing. You get indicted over the Presidential Records Act, which they don't even admit. They call it the Espionage Act.
The 49-page indictment from special counsel Jack Smith alleges Trump refused to return national defense records, with some allegedly found improperly stored in a ballroom, a storage room, and a bathroom at Trump's Florida estate. Trump's aide Walt Nauta is also facing indictment in the records probe. And Trump, now the first current or former American president to face federal criminal charges, and to do so while campaigning for another term. Coming up in 30 minutes, more details on the indictment's effect on Trump's current presidential campaign. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A Spokane family of 4, including 3 kids, was found dead in their car, which crashed into the Salmon River just north of Riggins. According to the coroner's office, someone reported the family missing on Saturday when they didn't make it to their destination. They were last seen at the top of Whitebird Hill, several miles to the north. Later that morning, a fisherman spotted their car in the Salmon River.
A woman was killed when she was hit by a car south of Spokane last night. The deadly crash happened at South Baltimore Road and South Palouse Highway. Both roads were closed for several hours. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says the woman was trying to cross the highway when she was struck by a car traveling south on Palouse Highway. Firefighters from Spokane County Fire District 8 made several attempts to save her life. She ultimately died at the scene. Investigators say the driver is cooperating with law enforcement. Construction begins today on a project that's been years in the making.
Yeah, Highway 2 will be getting new J-turns both north and south of the Colbert Road intersection. These are the J-turns that already exist on Highway 195 and Thorpe Road in Spokane. Also known as a restricted crossing U-turn intersection, cars entering from a side road won't have to cross multiple lanes of traffic going in both directions. This is the design for what these J-turns will look like on Highway 2 and Colbert. Drivers going in either direction on Colbert Road will make a right turn onto the highway. Then they'll have to get into the left lane and then enter a dedicated turn lane to make a U-turn back into the opposite direction on the highway. The driver can decide to continue traveling in that direction or turn right onto Colbert Road to complete that full crossing. The Department of Transportation says as Spokane County grows, the Highway 2 Colbert Road intersection just is not able to handle all of the traffic. There's been a history of serious collisions here in recent years, and the new J-turns will hopefully make getting on and off the highway a lot easier.
In crossing an open intersection like this, you've got potentially a car in the median, oncoming traffic from one direction, somebody in the turn lane coming a different direction, plus more traffic. So the driver coming into an intersection like this is making multiple decisions at one time.
So drivers can expect some intermittent lane closures today through Friday for the westbound and eastbound lanes of Highway 2. Work on the J-turns is expected to finish by mid-July. Then crews will work on the median intersection. That's supposed to be finished in August. For more information on this project, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com.
Good morning. Northwest time is now 6:06.
All right, we're going to send things back over to Mark Peterson. Yeah, get the shades out for your morning commute.
Yeah, we're going to have sunshine today. Things are going to be pretty nice. Maybe some light winds today, but nothing big. The big winds coming tomorrow. We're going to talk more about that. That's coming up.
An astronomical event 10 months away has people already planning trips to see it, where you will need to plan to visit if you want the best viewing of the next total eclipse.
And a bus carrying wedding guests crashes in Australia, killing 10 people. What happened? That story after the break.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Take a day off, skip Mondays, and be water-wise this summer.
Wallflowers Design Center offers design services and installation with an extensive selection of carpet, luxury vinyl plank, hardwood flooring, tile, blinds, and wallpaper. Come in or give us a call and set up a free consultation with one of our designers today.
We pride ourselves in trying to help each and every person that walks through the door.
I have a real passion for design. I love the whole process from beginning to end.
The Hunter Douglas Blind Summer Sale starts now. Save up to 30%. Also, check out our luxury vinyl plank and wallpaper. Wallflowers Design Center.
Looking for quality and experience? Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic has been providing personalized care to their clients for over 30 years. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, they do it all. With competitive costs and quality service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Your Broadway wishes granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree it's exactly what you wish for. Don't miss Aladdin, the hit Broadway musical.
June 27th through July 2nd at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Visit BroadwaySpokane.com.
Fred's Appliance has GE Profile appliances on sale with smart leading-edge features that make life a little easier.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE appliances with up to $2,000 in rebates at your local Fred's Appliance.
Fred's has appliances in stock and on sale. Stop in and see us today.
The selection and savings are rolling in at Findlay Downtown Toyota. And that means it's a great time to get the new Camry, RAV4, or Highlander you've been wanting. And if you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Findlay has hundreds of great choices to choose from. Plus, with every used vehicle sold, you'll receive a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty. So make it a summer to remember and stop by Findlay Downtown Toyota today.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
One of the best kept secrets in Spokane is the little granite and cabinet store that does most of the biggest remodels and new construction. Northwest Granite.
Northwest Granite is known for their incredible selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options that bring captivating, attractive looks to any room in your home.
From quality flooring to a variety of cabinets and exotic countertops, Northwest Granite is the one-stop shop. that does it all.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Ukrainian officials say water levels continue to recede in areas on the west bank of the Dnipro River that were flooded after the destruction of a dam there last week.
Military officials in Ukraine said despite water levels falling by more than 25 inches, nearly 50 settlements remain inundated on both the Ukrainian-held West Bank and the Russian-occupied East Bank. More than 2,700 people have been rescued. Several Western officials have blamed Russia for the disaster, either directly accusing Moscow of targeting the dam or saying that Russia is responsible simply because it is the aggressor in the war on Ukraine. Russia has accused Ukraine of destroying the dam without providing evidence.
3 people are dead and 3 others hurt in the shooting at a home in Annapolis, Maryland last night. Police are characterizing this as a dispute and say the shooting was not random, but a motive remains unclear. Authorities have recovered a weapon and a person of interest is in custody.
In Australia overnight, a bus carrying wedding guests rolled over on a foggy night in New South Wales wine country, killing 10 people, injuring 25 others. Police say the 58-year-old driver was arrested and will be charged, only saying speed was a factor in the crash. Police say the guests had earlier attended a wedding at the Wandon Estate Winery and were headed for their accommodation in the town of Singleton.
It is 11 minutes past 6 o'clock. Your 10-second takeaway. We got a hot couple of days in front of us with temperatures in the upper 80s. So make sure you're hydrating. Shades, take some breaks in the afternoon, and 88 again the high today.
It's an event 10 months away, but if you want to witness history, you may want to start planning your travels now.
Yeah, we're talking about the next total eclipse happening on April 8th of next year. It'll be the last time in decades to see a total solar eclipse over the lower 48 of the U.S. The path enters the U.S. in Texas, then travels northeast through Oklahoma and Arkansas, up through the Midwest, and eventually goes out of the U.S. from Maine. Meteorologist Jay Anderson says farther north, near the Canadian border, there's a lot of potential for cloudiness. So if you're planning to travel to get a closer look, rooms along that path, well, they're already going fast. Links to eclipse festivals, campouts, and other events in the states across the path are available on nationaleclipse.com. It's such a big deal just a few years ago when we had it here locally. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
A truck fire took out a major East Coast thoroughfare. The fiery highway collapsed, and what happens to all that traffic now? That's coming up.
And as we send you into another break, we're taking a live look, if we have it, inside Frank's Diner, where breakfast is already underway. Oh, I could use a hobo scramble right now.
I could use some too.
We'll be back with Mark's full forecast right after the break.
French toast.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
Are you looking for ways to enhance your outdoor space? Look no further than Spokane Boys Nursery. At Spokane Boys Nursery, the goal is to help you find the materials to create the perfect addition to your yard or garden. Pavers to start your patio, the right plants to surround, larger trees and shrubs to create privacy, and the perfect water feature to complete the tranquil environment you aspire to have. So why wait? Visit Spokane Boys today to turn your backyard into a peaceful oasis.
Summer is here and everybody knows the general store has the fun stuff. But did you know?
We have hundreds of inflatables, towables, and kayaks for your time at the river or lake. You'll find the right drinkware from top brands such as Stanley, Hydro Flask, and Yeti. Boating, we have what you need in our recently upgraded marine section.
And backed by popular demand, kick off summer right with our Father's Day weekend car show event. Classic cars, prizes, and more. The General Store. We have the fun stuff.
We love our pets. Accidents and messes are forgiven. Carpet Barn has a huge selection of Shaw Pet Perfect carpet. Pet Perfect carpet is designed with the whole family in mind. It protects from odors, stains, fading, and pet hair. Carpet Barn has a huge selection of carpet, LVP, engineered hardwood, and more to help you update any room in your house. Make tails wag with Shaw Floors Pet Perfect. Pet Perfect carpet is perfect for any room. Carpet Barn. Designer selection, warehouse prices.
My name is Bob Rambo, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had lymphoma. I was kind of scared to death, and the doctors recommended I go to Summit Cancer Center. Everybody on the staff there is super neat, nice, and it's kind of like a homecoming. I had lymphoma, and they cured that. I'm very thankful for this cancer center.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
4 News Now is brought to you by Kerner Furniture.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. A major East Coast artery severed when a section of an interstate collapsed. Smoke and flames from a tanker truck could be seen for miles in the Philadelphia skyline. That fire causing a portion of the busy highway to come crashing down. ABC's Rhiannon Alley reports.
This morning, a section of a vital highway in the Northeast has been cut off after a massive tanker truck fire erupted underneath Interstate 95 in Philadelphia, causing a part of the highway to collapse.
Oh my God, the road's fallen.
That stretch of the interstate, used by more than 150,000 commuters every day, is now shut down in both directions indefinitely.
I plan to issue a disaster declaration, allowing the Commonwealth to immediately draw down federal funds and move quickly to repair and reconstruct this roadway.
Drivers were sent on a 43-mile detour Sunday morning when the tanker truck carrying more than 8,000 gallons of gasoline ignited. Last night, the governor said one vehicle was still trapped under the collapsed road, and police were unsure if the driver made it out.
We're still working to identify any individual or individuals who may have been caught in the fire and the collapse.
A Coast Guard officer telling ABC News it appears no fuel from the tanker reached the nearby Delaware River, but a small amount did reach an adjacent cove, which has since been contained. Heavy machinery is now meticulously removing tons of debris, careful not to reignite whatever fuel remains. Officials say it could be months before that section of the interstate completely reopens.
It's going to look like Lower Manhattan, but every day, probably throughout the summer. It's going to be a nightmare.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
What a mess in that area for sure. We were taking a look at a tripod, apparently, in the back of a car is what it looked like there.
All right, hey. All these things happen. It's a Monday. It is totally a Monday. And it's going to be a hot one, too.
A little behind-the-scenes look there. Yeah, we are going to see heat. And again, 72, we had what? Like 3 days of spring. And so we've had these summer temperatures. They continue today and tomorrow. Let's take a look at yesterday. A beautiful day, 80 degrees. 72 is a normal high for this time of year. Now, today's record, 94. So we'll be near that, but we won't see temperatures in the mid-90s today. Sunsets at 8:48. So we look at our forecast for today, 88 degrees, well above average. We're going to get winds northeast 5 to 10 miles an hour tomorrow. We're going to see some gusty winds, and we'll cover that in just a moment. 64 for the overnight low. Winds are going to be light, mostly clear. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. Got about a half moon out there. Right now, temperatures into the mid-60s downtown. We see them continuing all the way into post-fall. 61 into Coeur d'Alene, still very mild. 55 into Cheney, even heading up north. 62 up into Deer Park. Very mild for this time of year. So we take a look at the big picture, all right? We do have some energy over into Montana that's making its way in. That energy could and looks to be really, again, into the Palouse. We're going to see a few scattered and isolated showers there. The forecast radar has that, and we're showing them fire up. But again, this area of Poma-Moscow and into Lewiston, you're going to see more showers there as this thing continues to get pushed down. We're going to see more energy come in for tomorrow, but not tonight. And then tomorrow we see this cooler air coming in. That cold front's going to create those winds, and then we're going to see a colder airspace. Now, here's the forecasted winds. Today, not a big deal. 10, 11 miles an hour. But look what happens tomorrow afternoon, about 1:43, all right? 1:30, we're going to see Ritzville fire up. That's going to go all the way into parts of Oregon. Now look at 5. We're going to see 38-mile-an-hour winds, 34 into Wenatchee. In Spokane, 15 to 25-mile-an-hour winds. Then it'll calm down as it cools down. Today, we're going to be in the upper 80s. St. Mary's 84. Sandpoint, you're at 87. Colville, 87 degrees. We're going to have these temperatures in the upper 80s here, 73 on Wednesday. Cooler and calmer. And then Thursday, Friday, warming back up into the upper 70s. And then for the weekend, an increased chance of showers. Father's Day looks to be dry, but we could see and probably will see again Saturday, 74. It is 20 minutes past 6 o'clock. It's Monday, starting a new week. And here could be your new best friend in our Pet of the Week.
Here at Companions Animal Center, we have several pets of the week this week, and a little rain doesn't stop these pups from enjoying their morning playtime. Huckleberry, Trixie, Sushi, and Zoe are just 4 of the many happy dogs who are available for adoption. Ranging in age from 1 to 3 years old, these fun-loving canines are ready for their next forever home. If you have room in your home and in your heart for one of these pups, come on out and visit them and the dozens of other dogs who are waiting to be adopted. We are open Tuesday through Saturday, noon to 6 p.m., and Sunday from noon to 4. For more information on these guys and the other services we offer to the public, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Oh,
they look fun.
They do. It is now 6:21. The Mariners were hoping to win Sunday's series finale in Anaheim and take the series from the Angels.
Instead, Logan Gilbert, who'd been so good earlier in the season, got roughed up for the second time in 3 starts. We'll hear from him and the skipper next in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. July 6th, Spokane Arena. With very special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time. On sale now at ticketswest.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call Swap. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Kickstart your summer in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. And discover a better way to drive in America's favorite RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma and Tundra trucks. And if you're looking for a great deal on a certified used vehicle, Findlay has a large selection to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, making it the perfect time to visit Findlay Downtown Toyota today, so you can start your driving adventures tomorrow.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Let's wave the flag together. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson with 4 News Now, presenting the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered flag to any BECU Spokane location on Friday, June 23rd. In exchange, you'll receive a new American-made flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not for profit, equals more for people.
Summer storms, sudden, intense, dangerous. 4 News Now First Alert Weather warns you in advance.
Up to quarter-size hail.
Keeping you informed until the threat is past and your family is safe. On the air, on the app, only on 4 News Now.
We're not
even into July, and the Seattle Mariners find themselves 10 games back of first place in the American League West. Now, Texas is the second best team in the majors, but it just goes to show how much work the M's have to go if they want to make it back to the postseason. And one of the areas that's been disappointing as of late, the pitching. On Sunday, starter Logan Gilbert was roughed up as he only last 3 innings against the Angels while giving up 6 runs on 8 hits. That eventually led to the Mariners dropping the series finale out in Anaheim by a score of 9-4. For Gilbert, he was looked at as one of the better starting pitchers at the beginning of the season, but 2 of the last 3 outings for him have resulted in the Mariners getting blown out.
Logan's a really good competitor. He's used to going out there and at least having 2 really good pitches he could work through lineups with. Today was a struggle. You know, you have those games once in a while, try to figure out a way through it, and he wasn't able to do it.
Just terrible. I mean, execution, my stuff just wasn't good. So, I mean, it was pretty much the whole day. Just wasn't able to make an adjustment.
Seattle will now return home to start a series against the Miami Marlins, who are red hot, winners of 8 of their last 10 games. Reporting in studio, I'm Alex Crescenti for News Now Sports.
And be sure to tune in tonight for Game 5 of the NBA Finals as the Denver Nuggets try to close out the Miami Heat. You can watch a special edition of 4 News Now at 4 o'clock, followed by NBA Countdown and the game at 5:30. Then another special edition of 4 News Now with Aaron Luna and Kirsten O'Connor right after the game. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:26 now.
As we go to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a nationwide shortage that threatens to derail fun in the sun.
There's not any serious people wanting to become lifeguards. They don't think that it's a job of prestige, and we need to bring that back.
The American Lifeguard Association saying about a third of the nation's public pools are struggling to find lifeguards. The issue started in 2020 during the COVID pandemic when many were forced to work from home and avoid public spaces.
And we used to rely on people coming out, enjoying the job and going back and telling other people about it, and they would come back. We missed a couple of years of that. So, fast forward to today, and there just isn't the interest.
Now, cities across the country are trying to entice possible lifeguards to sign on. And coming up at 7 a.m., what you need to know to keep your loved ones safe in the water. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Bipolar 1, I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
We got help to push back with Lybalvi.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have an increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, or feel faint, very dizzy, or confused. Or if you have fever, stiff muscles, confusion, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements, which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing or falls.
Are you ready to push back against bipolar 1? Ask your doctor if Lybalvi is right for you.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Saving you green.
Living in the Inland Northwest has its advantages, and one of those is working with amazing people who dedicate their time and efforts to help others. STCU's Volunteers Count is a program to say thank you for this service and inspire others to give back too. Please tell us about a volunteer at a local nonprofit that inspires you. Go to KXLY.com/volunteerscount and nominate them. Help us showcase those people who give of their time and truly make a difference. Volunteers Count, brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
I'm a little over my head here.
We can certainly take care of that for you. When you're looking for a company that's noteworthy, look no further than Mainstream Electric.
Tam? Where are you? Over here by the mattresses. Oh, there you are.
We really need to do something about all this inventory.
Let's make some room with a warehouse sale.
Come in today during Kerner Furniture's warehouse sale and shop low prices on all bedroom, dining, and living room sets in the showroom and warehouse.
And don't forget, we have the lowest guaranteed prices on Lazy Boy furniture.
Kerner Furniture's annual warehouse sale is happening now.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
To stay locked in, I need to keep up my strength and my energy.
Cliff Bar is the ultimate energy bar, purposefully crafted with a blend of protein, fat, and carbs.
Because the more good you put in, the more great you get out.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with the stories people are reading about online this morning.
Kilauea, one of the most active volcanoes in the world, continued to erupt over the weekend. Those eruptions resulting in a spectacular nighttime display of flowing lava. All of the activity was within a closed area of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. The U.S. Geological Survey says no infrastructure is threatened.
A British man was rescued and handed to police custody in Seoul, South Korea. He climbed with his bare hands to the 72nd floor of the 123-floor Lot World Tower. The local fire department says the man in his 20s was climbing the world's 5th tallest building without any safety equipment. Rescuers put him in a maintenance cradle, then pulled him into the building. He descended the building in a much safer manner, the elevator, and was taken into police custody on the 1st floor. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Monday, June the 12th. Let's get right to Mark Peterson with that first alert forecast, and it's already pretty warm out there.
Yeah, temperatures are starting to climb. Now, let's take a look. We do have 61 into Coeur d'Alene. We're back up to 64 degrees. Got some blue sky, got a little bit of cloud cover. We're going to see that change a little bit later on today. So more heat today. We are going to see isolated afternoon storms coming through. Right now looking to be the Palouse. Windy for tomorrow. We'll talk more about that. Also, the reason with the winds, we're going to get back to the 70s. So today, starting the day, Fairchild at 59 and Cheney at 55, then 10 degrees warmer downtown Liberty Lake. You're at 65 degrees. That forecast radar, yeah, it's going to be variable clouds, and then we see these showers pushing through. That'll be about 4 o'clock. An isolated shower in our area is not out of the question, but not really expected. And then we're going to clear out overnight with another bit of energy. Winds tomorrow afternoon and some showers as a cold front comes in, and then it brings in that cold air from the north, and that's going to cool us down. So for the next 12 hours, the heat is on. 87 degrees, 2 o'clock, 88 will be our high today. So we're going to be in the upper 80s throughout much of the afternoon. By 6 o'clock, you're heading home from work, 87 degrees. By 10, it's still at 73.
And this morning from the Breaking Now desk, in just over 24 hours, former President Donald Trump is scheduled to appear in a federal courtroom in Miami where he will be arraigned. Trump faces charges in a federal indictment related to his handling of classified documents. His court appearance tomorrow follows a whirlwind weekend of campaigning in which Trump told supporters he's not leaving the 2024 presidential race even if he's convicted. Trump, who is seen as the GOP frontrunner for the 2024 presidential nomination, faces a total of 37 counts, including 31 counts of willful retention of national defense information. Last week, Special Counsel Jack Smith said his office would seek a speedy trial and asked Americans to read the 49-page indictment on their own. That indictment details the locations where Trump allegedly stored classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. Still, many within the Republican Party defended the former president.
He wants to store if he wants to store material in a box in a bathroom, if he wants to store it in a box on a stage, he can do that.
South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham telling ABC, quote, most Republicans believe that the law is used as a weapon against Donald Trump. Trump insists he's done nothing wrong and that he will never leave the 2024 race. A new ABC News poll finds nearly half of Americans polled think Trump should have been charged in the records probe, and nearly the same number think the charges are politically motivated. The Trump campaign is still moving ahead as planned, announcing on Sunday that the former president is scheduled to deliver remarks at his New Jersey golf club on Tuesday after his scheduled court appearance. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
The Spokane County Sheriff's Office arrested a man in connection with a death at the Red Top Motel in Spokane Valley Saturday. Deputies were called to the motel for a reported death of a man inside of one of the rooms. Deputies took 48-year-old Michael Perry to jail Saturday night on a murder charge. The sheriff's office has not released details on what led up to the homicide. You are now looking at what was once the largest homeless camp in the state of Washington, Camp Hope. The last person living there has moved on to stable housing, allowing the camp to finally close. It's been 18 months since the camp opened on Department of Transportation property.
Yeah, what started as a protest in front of City Hall turned into that massive camp in East Spokane. Camp Hope once held more than 600 people. For a while, local businesses like this one were taking a hit from crime they say was caused by people at the camp.
And hopefully it attracts customers we frankly lost years ago that were avoiding the neighborhood because of that camp, who wouldn't stop at my store to get gas because of the clientele that would be hanging out in front and asking for money. And I mean, there were so many elements that drove a lot of our regular customers away.
Soon, the fencing will come down around the camp. Security will remain on site to keep people off the property and connect them to the services they need.
New on-ramp meters are coming to I-90 at the Geiger Grove interchange. Get ready for the ramp meters to switch on starting tomorrow. They'll run from 3 to 6 in the evening on weekdays. And we want to remind you that construction on Highway 2 at Colbert Road begins today. Expect some minor delays in northern Spokane County while the Department of Transportation begins the long-awaited construction of J-turns around the intersection to improve safety there. You can find more details on the lane closures in that area on this story on KXLY.com.
Yeah, hopefully it'll make things a lot safer there. All right, good morning Northwest time, now 6:36.
All right, I'm seeing 70s over here. What's happening?
Mother Nature's going to put some spring weather. What am I talking about? Spring weather back under construction. I was trying to formulate this whole cool thing and it just fell apart. It's a Monday. 80s today and tomorrow. Then the 70s will return. Oh, it's going to be great. We're gonna have. Never mind. We'll be back. Just done. Done.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
At Fred Meyer, we want our fresh produce to meet your expectations, which is why we do up to a 27-point inspection to check for things like color and scarring. Because when it comes to fresh, higher standards mean fresher produce. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Get pampered, relax, invigorate, and rejuvenate. 7 Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa's new North Spokane location is a full-service salon that specializes in achieving this every day. Guests enjoy a complimentary drink with all services, including hair, nails, spa, microblading, full bridal, and more. Our 10,000 square foot spa, one of the largest in the Northwest, accommodates large groups, and walk-ins are welcome too. 7 Wonders Nail, Hair, and Spa, a luxury experience accommodating everyone.
Joni here at Post Falls Volkswagen with this bold and beautiful Taos. But there's more than just good looks behind this compact SUV. This is the perfect choice because it's also practical and efficient, with driver assist and all the latest enhanced safety features. Plus, the Taos is packed with the useful high-tech features you use every day. If you're thinking of a compact SUV, think Taos at your nearby Post Falls Volkswagen, the home of 0000.
Your work is your calling. It drives your days and powers your nights. But if your teeth no longer work as hard as you do, Aspen Dental is here with smile replacement solutions that work for your life. Whether it's your first step or a fast fix, you can get in today for all your denture needs, all at an affordable price. Right now, get new dentures for $30 per month per arch with 60 months financing. $1,770 total payments including interest. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Book today.
Hi, this is Noda Begay III, PGA Tour member and Golf Channel broadcaster. I'm here to tell you about sponsorship opportunities for the Circling Raven Championship, the women's professional tournament presented by KXLY 4 News. It will feature more than 150 rising stars from 30 countries. For sponsors, it's an ideal way to empower youth, women, and Native Americans through the game of golf. For more information, visit cdacasino.com or call 800-523-2464. I'll see you there.
When you download the Fred Meyer app, you have easy access to savings every day and get personalized coupons sent straight to your phone. Save big today when you download the Fred Meyer app. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
It is now 6:39. Daybreak, a local youth, alcohol and substance abuse facility, must comply with the Department of Health orders to shut down.
Last month, the DOH suspended the licenses of Daybreak Youth Services. On Friday, a Thurston County Superior Judge heard from both sides and decided to reinstate that temporary restraining order against Daybreak. Another court hearing is scheduled for Thursday. We reached out to Daybreak's attorney to ask if the facility will defy the order and continue operating. That lawyer says he is evaluating the court's rulings and said to stay tuned. Well, an amazing story of survival now out of Colombia. 4 children lost in the jungle for 40 days after a plane crash found alive.
This morning, we are learning more about how they survived. Their ages 13, 9, 4, and 1. They're indigenous, and they were recovered in an almost unbelievable helicopter rescue saved from the dense, wild Amazon rainforest after 1 month and 10 days on their own. A plane crash killed their mother and 2 other adults, including the pilot. Search teams found the plane, but not the children. Small footprints and half-eaten fruit giving rescuers clues to their path. Then a recording of their grandmother was used, telling them to stay put.
I imagine in that rainforest, they would have had torrential downpours and then issues with getting food, with clean water. I think there was someone in their family that gave them some traditional knowledge. And I think that's what saved them for the most part.
Well, it turns out it was that 13-year-old who used her knowledge of the Amazon to keep them all alive. The country's president visiting them in the hospital, tweeting a photo of the rescue, writing, "Esperanza, hope." Incredible.
It really is. Yeah. All right. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:41.
A local mom and business owner is doing something she never thought she would. The bold move she is taking to try to change the narrative around your thoughts on beauty. That's next.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Router 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying our absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in North Spokane or call Ryan at 509-244-5888.
Are you or someone you know blind or legally blind? Want to socialize in a completely safe environment? Introducing Day Out for the Blind Spokane, a nonprofit organization run entirely by volunteers and its blind members. Join Day Out for the Blind today and become a part of a community that offers free activities and occasional outings. All services are free to members. Don't wait, join us now. Visit us on Friday or call to learn more. Day Out for the Blind Spokane.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you.
Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and limescale buildup. So you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
When you carefully strap down your toys, or play it safe on moving day, or listen to that inner voice that says, this really needs a cover, you're doing your part to help everyone on Washington's roads get home safely. So keep the supplies you need handy, secure your cargo properly, and ask others to do the same. Secure your load for safer roads. Learn the ropes at secureloadswa.org.
Ready for a good time?
You can count me in, Kelly Clarkson.
The Kelly Clarkson Show. That's me 5 days a week. Sign me up.
Watch Kelly today at a special time.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
It's now just about 6:44. What does beauty look like to you? Is it great cheekbones, full lips, a thin figure? A Spokane woman wants to help you flip the narrative by giving you something to think about. Lee Wick is doing something she never imagined she'd do to make a point. Beauty is her business.
Focused on having that person's essence kind of be showing in their skin, in the way they express themselves.
Lee Wick is the owner and operator of Vanity Makeup and Skin and Vein Industry Elevation, a company that trains estheticians.
Hashtag that I use is not your average esthetician. Oh, yes.
There is nothing average about her.
I've always kind of been a spectacle, if you will.
Lee was born with a rare birth defect called sacral agenesis.
It was a piece that's missing in the spine. So when I was in utero, I was folded over.
That caused severe problems with her internal organs and caused her legs to be misshapen and unusable. She basically spent the first years of her life in the hospital.
They amputated my legs at 4 years old and put the bones from my legs in my back.
Hers was one of the first surgeries of its kind. Medical professionals and specialists from all over came to see her and study her. She was even the March of Dimes poster child for a number of years. So she's used to being looked at. She wears cosmetic legs in her wheelchair, in part so people will gawk a little less.
It's like it does get old having people question and stare at you. It is extremely exhausting. Today we are going to be doing...
But when Lee took on a new venture in her career, something triggered her to give us all something to look at.
It's really what I felt like I was being dragged spiritually.
With help from a scientist and other friends, Lee created a product line.
It's basically an anti-aging line, all natural ingredients, and essentially it protects your divine essence. That's my whole belief system.
It's called Metusa. In Romanian, Lee's lineage, it means ant.
I knew I was meant to be a mother, but I knew I couldn't carry a child.
But Lee is a mother. She has 3 adopted children, 2 with special needs.
I've mothered so many people without realizing that I was mothering them. Like, that's just what I do. I do have that energy. And so for me to create a word that kind of stands for the paramour of a mother, that an aunt is somebody that steps in and, you know, also mothers, yet is cooler, and that is... Totally.
The launch of Metusa spurred something else inside of her.
Because I really don't know why I felt so compelled to do that.
That was to do something she's never done before publicly.
I realized that it was time for me to put my own money where my mouth was and to strip off everything that was that I was hiding behind.
Okay, I'd like you to relax your hand. Just let's hang it down.
She hired a photographer to take pictures she will use when advertising Metusa and did the photo shoot out of her wheelchair, out of her cosmetic legs.
In a photo that would be super powerful.
Turn your face that way a little bit.
And really focus on the inner beauty that I was trying to convey for everyone.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
That beauty, Lee believes, isn't what you see in airbrushed, faked perfection. Beauty is exactly what you are, as you are.
You are wonderfully created. You're not a mistake. Your body is fabulous, and whatever your ability is, you have a duty to go out there and make the most of it. And that's what I hope.
If you want to check out Metusa or follow Lee's social media accounts, just find this story a little bit later this morning on KXLY.com. And she is really one of my favorite people on this planet.
I really like what she said right at the end there.
Yeah, awesome.
All right, gosh, I guess we're breakfast themed today. We were showing you inside Frank's Diner earlier. Now, this is outside the House of Brunch. And if you don't know where that is, that's like a block up from River Park Square there.
Yeah, it's so yummy. Very interesting fare in there.
I've yet to go there.
Oh, you've got to check it out.
I'm with you.
The fresh squeezed grapefruit juice is kind of bomb.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you for that. Serving selection. Let's talk about what Mother Nature's serving up. It's a low that's up into Canada. It's going to come our way. So high pressure and heat, and then things are going to change on us. And I think for a lot of people, for the better. 88 degrees our high today. Wind's going to be relatively light. Tonight, temperatures, again, down to 64 degrees. Light winds, mostly clear. Then we're going to see some clouds coming in for tomorrow. We do have right now temperatures in the mid-60s, so a normal high this time of year, 72, and we're close to that. 59 in Cheney, warming up. Deer Park, 62, 61 in Hayden and in Coeur d'Alene. So we look at what's going on when it comes to the northwest, and we do have energy that's coming in from Montana. As that pushes through, we're going to see that trigger some thunderstorm activity. Looks to be more likely into the Palouse. They're going to be isolated showers for us. Mountains are going to take a lot of energy out of that. But look what happens. So we see that come through from the east to west into the Palouse, south of Spokane. Isolated showers still possible. We see those up north as well. Then we start to see at 11 o'clock a little bit of a transition. We're going to switch directions. We're going to see this come across. So Tuesday afternoon, a higher chance of seeing some thunderstorm activity in our area. That's going to move out. That will bring in the cooler, if not colder, temperatures for some. Then the winds are going to accompany that. So through today, not a big deal. Tomorrow looking pretty good in the morning. It's the afternoon we start to see things really fire up. We're going to see those winds in excess of 35 miles an hour. We're going to see those peak and then decrease into Wednesday with that cooler air mass. So today, upper 80s, but we're going to see that again tomorrow. The windy conditions, the cooler weather, 73, and then we return back to upper 70s for Thursday and Friday.
Okay, more manageable for sure by the end of the week.
Definitely, but the next 2 days, yeah, hot.
All right, Mark, thanks. It's now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprints coming up.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Lines Insurance at alllinesinsured.com.
Summertime means celebration time. Let Peters & Sons Florist help liven up your summer event with a fresh flower arrangement. Fresh flowers always brighten the day. Peters & Sons Florist can add color and brilliance to your summer. Call or click today.
I just don't think STCU could handle us. We've grown a lot.
Can I be frank with you? Not just because that's my name. Now, we've upgraded our tools, team, and bring a fresh perspective.
So what's your pitch?
Growth is great, but uncontrolled growth, now that can be dangerous.
And how could growth be bad?
You ever seen a 6-foot-tall third grader sitting on Santa's lap? You ever see a fourth grader with a beard?
This is some sort of reverse psychology.
No, it's just the regular one. STCU Business. Partner up.
Here's the latest expansion news from Spokane Tribe Casino. Check out the expanded Caesars Sportsbook, now the largest in the area. With even more room, more betting options than before, and a buddy bar with bar top games. Plus, be on the lookout for the all-new smoke-free gaming area, also coming soon.
Cool off with a win. You've got a chance to take home a cooler filled with up to $5,000. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
I was scared the night you overdosed, but I was prepared. I brought naloxone with me. I learned when to use it. I learned how to use it. And I know you trusted me to use it. I held your hand tight when you woke up because I wanted you to feel safe. Your life is worth saving, friend, and I would save it again if I had to.
Summertime means celebration time. Let Peters & Sons Florist help liven up your summer event with a fresh flower arrangement. Fresh flowers always brighten the day. Peters & Sons Florist can add color and brilliance to your summer. Call or click today.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the week ahead in the morning sprints.
All right, Sydney Charles has details on what we can expect tomorrow ahead of Donald Trump's court appearance in the Mar-a-Lago records investigation.
Mark is talking about the heat and some afternoon showers today.
But first, construction begins today on a project that's been years in the making. Highway 2 will be getting new J-turns, both north and south of the Colbert Road intersection. These are the J-turns that already exist on Highway 195 and Thorpe Road, just south of I-90 in Spokane. This is what the design for the J-turns will look like on Highway 2 and Colbert. Drivers going in either direction on Colbert Road will make a right turn onto the highway. Then they'll have to get into the left lane and enter a dedicated turn lane to make a U-turn back in the opposite direction of the highway. The driver can then decide to continue traveling in that direction, or if they want to get back onto Colbert Road, going the other or crossing the highway, they'll have to turn right. to complete that full crossing.
The Department of Transportation says as Spokane County grows, the Highway 2 Colbert Road intersection isn't able to handle all the traffic. There's been a history of serious collisions here in recent years, and those new J-turns will hopefully make getting on and off the highway a lot easier. For more information on this project, find this story on KXLY.com.
All right, breaking news out of Grant County. A motorcycle rider died yesterday evening crashing into a truck on State Route 28, 5 miles west of Quincy. Washington State Patrol says 59-year-old Alvin Haug was driving east and trying to pass a Dodge Ram in the westbound lane, but drifted back into the eastbound lane too soon and hit the truck. Haug was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the truck was not injured.
A woman was killed when she was hit by a car south of Spokane last night. That deadly crash happened at South Baltimore and Palouse Highway. Both roads were closed for several hours. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says the woman was trying to cross the highway when she was struck by a car traveling south on Palouse Highway. Firefighters from Spokane County Fire District 8 made several attempts to save her. She ultimately died at the scene.
As we look at our First Alert weather, and that First Alert weather app would really pay off over the next couple of days. Change is coming. We're going to see some afternoon thunderstorm potential, mainly into the Palouse. In and around Spokane would not be out of the question, but not really expected. Tomorrow we'll see another shift and we'll see another change, but more hot weather there. So just be aware. Our highs today are going to be near 90, 88 officially, 93 into Grand Coulee, Tri-Cities, mid-90s.
Donald Trump is expected to arrive in Florida today ahead of his first appearance in court tomorrow. The former president is preparing to face a federal judge and enter his plea in the Mar-a-Lago records investigation. This morning, security is ramping up in downtown Miami. The Secret Service already surveilling near the federal courthouse where Trump is set to formally face charges alleging he mishandled classified records. The 49-page indictment alleges Trump refused to return national defense records, with some allegedly found improperly stored in a ballroom, a storage room, and a bathroom at Trump's Florida estate. Coverage on the indictment will continue on Good Morning America.
A Spokane family of 4, including 3 kids, was found dead in their car, which crashed into the Salmon River just north of Riggins. According to the coroner's office, someone reported the family missing on Saturday when they didn't make it to their destination. A fisherman spotted their car in the Salmon River.
The Spokane County Sheriff's Office arrested a man in connection with a death at the Red Top Motel in Spokane Valley Saturday. Deputies were called to the motel for a reported death of a man found inside a room. They took 48-year-old Michael Perry to jail Saturday night on a murder charge. The Sheriff's Office has not released details on what led up to that homicide.
All right, you're now looking at what was once the largest homeless camp in the state of Washington, Camp Hope. The last person living there has moved on to stable housing, allowing the camp to finally close. It's been 18 months since it opened on Department of Transportation property. At one point, held more than 600 people. Security will remain on site to keep people off that property and connect them to the services they need.
New on-ramp meters are coming to I-90 at the Geiger Grove interchange. Get ready for the ramp meters to switch on starting tomorrow. They'll run from 3 to 6 p.m. on weekdays.
And Hoop Fest is now less than 2 weeks away, and organizers still need your help to make it happen. The iconic Spokane event is back and inching closer to normal after the toll of the pandemic. But leaders at Hoop Fest say they're still missing a key element to Hoop Fest, and that's more volunteers. Executive Director Riley Stockton says they're hoping to have 50 to 60 more people sign up to be court monitors. He says you don't have to have any basketball experience to do it, just a desire to pitch in. There's Derek Dice for 2.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
4 News Now Fire Watch coverage.
That fire has grown exponentially.
With resources on TV, online, and on the go with the 4 News Now app. Fire Watch coverage to keep you safe. That's what we mean when we say expect more on 4 News Now.
Sorry about that car accident. Got that insurance claim check for you.
I gotta call SWAP. I gotta call SWAP.
Here you go.
That's it? I'm calling them.
You forgot your check.
Craig Swap & Associates is on your side. We'll make sure you get the help you deserve, and we only get paid after you win.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
All right, good morning, everybody. Taking a live look at blue skies. Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena right there. We are going to see sun and some clouds today. Breezy conditions at times, but tomorrow the wind fires up. 88 will be our high today. We'll see that around 4 or 5 o'clock. 88 today, again tomorrow. Those winds in excess of 30 miles an hour around our region. That's Tuesday as a cold front comes in. That will then bring in Wednesday at 73, and then we're into the mid to upper 70s Thursday and Friday. Looking really nice with 70s.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might be actually looking forward to that cool down.
I agree. All right, and thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America. It starts right now.